Hello, this is just a quick guide to the Fallen S.A.B.E.R Grandmaster Nightfall. This Nightfall has anti-barrier and overload champions, also has arc and void shields. The void shields that you have to deal with are only the servitors in the boss room, so not too bad. Mostly arc shields the whole way. And also a lot of arc burn. So you do need to be very careful of the boss at the end, and also all the overload champions and the arc snipers throughout the strike. The loadout that we're bringing, I'm bringing a void warlock with controverse hold and overload grenades. Arbors for the anti-barriers, overload SMG and a rocket for extra damage, the arc specifically. Limonade is bringing a stasis hunter, which is quite nice in the close quarters rooms that we have. A lot of enemies in close, tight quarters means stasis is very dominant. Divinity as well because of the overloads. And Remedy's bringing a bubble titan with blinding nades and Galahorn to buff our rockets.
There are so few ballet fans left, Guardian. It'd be a shame to lose him.
You do need to be very careful of the fallen drop pod at the very start. So you don't want to be where it lands or else you'll die. Also there's certain percentages where we want to get the progress to, because that dictates when each section of ad spawns as well. So you want to be careful not to push the spawns too far, so you can actually control the percentage of the progress to make sure you don't get too many ad spawns at the same time. As you enter the load zone here, it starts the drop pod. So you can just wait back here and you won't take any damage from it at all. Another thing is, as the ship's coming in, the guns on the front of the ship can hurt, but you can actually shoot them. If you shoot the framing at the front there, or even the guns themselves when they come out, you can blow them up. Blinding grenades also make the guns hide again as well. I want to get off the point though to make sure we're not progressing the percentage too far. Once we've dealt with enough enemies, we can get back on and progress it a little bit more. I believe it's around here that the overload starts spawning. It'll be around 26, I think, from memory. Maybe it's 31. $36. There it is. The overload champion in the back there. Alright, once that ship's gone, we have to stand back on the point to spawn the next one. That's why we stopped it where we did. If you push it too far, the next ship starts to spawn straight away. This gives you time to clear the ads. It took you a bit longer, because you don't want the next ships coming in as you're still killing the others. But then once you get it over, you can see the ships start to spawn in. Again, we can kill the turrets on the ship. Now you want to be very careful. We've got an arc shield, but also 3 snipers start running up onto this ledge from the very back. But the team's already taking care of them though. That's the arc shielded captain. Alright, if we progress this a bit more, we'll get more ad spawns. I'm going to spawn the anti-barrier champion. So we're going to keep going a bit until we get that one. There it is. Around 55. Wow. Now, once all the ads are dealt with, you can progress the scan until the ships go away, and then you want to get off before the next ship comes in. I believe it's around here that they go away. There they go. You want to get off the middle. We've got snipers that we need to deal with as well. Unfortunately, we did spawn the next ship. A real safe spot to deal with all the ads is right at the back. Or there's another strat that we like to do where we just bubble the point and capture it the rest of the way. And that will make all the ads despawn. And all of you are on the progress point, it actually progresses even faster as well. So when all the ads spawn, we bubble. If all of us are here, it actually captures it quicker. We still want to kill the champion though, the platinum. The champion's dead, and we can just stay in the bubble and avoid the enemies. Luckily, because it's a blinding bubble, enemies are pretty scared. There we go, 100%. The ship goes away, and you'll see all the ads will despawn. Again, you don't have to play that aggressively, you could just sit at the back and kill the enemies slowly. This next section up here, I like to immediately run in as a group. You want to make sure your team's with you, and then run to the back left of the area. So, get off your sparrows here and wait for everyone to be here. Then want to group up and just run all the way to the back left. You can run straight past the enemies before they start shooting you, as they're all kind of spawning out. But yeah, in here, the exploders can come forward and attack you in here, but you're relatively safe from all the snipers and everything else. You do get some enemies spawning down there on the top of the walkway. But a stasis hunter, or blinding grenades, things like that. I'll take care of them pretty easily. I'm gonna launch a Nova down there.
Guardian down.
There's snipers that I kind of want to take care of. We have an overload and an anti-barrier. Anti-barrier is shielding things in there. So I definitely want to pop his shield before we can really do anything. There's also these Lord of Wolves, Vandals as well. Some sniper shanks. More ads spawn as well. There's another overload that just spawned when we killed the anti-barrier. We start this section again. Being back here is really nice. But you'll have enemies spawn down this ramp. So I want to take care of these guys first after Remedy blows the vent. You can try and spawn kill the overload champions. They're in the tunnel where you come from spawn. But you can also take care of these ads first, and then slowly deal with the enemies out there. The exploders coming down the walkway as well, and then there's a couple of sniper shanks in the back. This next section up here is actually a lot easier with a hunter, because you can boost yourself down these walls quite quickly. I don't know if Illuminati wants to do it. Remedy doing it? Alright. Generally, don't even kill any of the enemies here. Because if you kill the exploder, it'll basically kill him. But if he just runs down and dunks, then he can hide in the corner. Very safe. The way to run down it is you have to boost your head into the wall, so he's like jumping into it like that. Titan and Hunter work the best. You can slide as well, sliding works well, but I find just jumping and boosting your head into the wall make it down very quickly. My previous YouTube with Fallen Saber, you actually see I'm on a Hunter doing that. If you want a reference for it from like a few seasons back, but just specifically for that part is in a previous GM guide. Because Remedy's running the Lucent finisher, we're getting heavy ammo when he finishes champs. Gotta be careful in this next room, the snipers on the back right. Got some champions and vandals as well on your close left. You're popping your supers. That servant as well protects all the snipers, so trying to take him out from far away is very important. And you have like 3 overloads all spawning down here. Alright, now the hardest part of the GM is the slide. You want to make sure you don't die on the slide. Can't remember if they've patched it at all, but the way I make sure to not die is I just don't touch the keyboard. I just drop down and just let go of the keyboard and never press anything. That was the way I never died on the slide. There's always, if you're like holding a direction, it would end up like sending you flying off that that slide. This next section up here, best place to stay away from the boss is on the right at the start. You can stand behind these shield things here. We can either damage the boss or kill the ads. We're gonna DPS and push him to the next phase. Watch out for his sniper as well. Even up there, he can start targeting you and sniping you. You want to be careful. But you can use these small pillars here as cover. Small bit of cover. However, after this, we actually want to make our way left. Over here, for this next part. And then do our DPS. On the next champions, we might try and finish them, we'll see. A lot of shanks coming though. I'm going to stay back here. Use this as cover, you can crouch down behind it and kill the shanks that are spawning behind you. Have someone watch the snipers as well that spawn from that far side. 2 of them come out of here, this tunnel. We've killed 1 of them. Have you killed both? Okay. Now we've got a champion we've got to deal with. Which might be okay to finish him over there. As he starts targeting you, he's got his void guns right now. He doesn't start targeting you until you get a bit closer. We might be alright where we are. However, that arc wall is definitely not nice. Alright. We're going to try and melt him now. So, the last 2 phases of his health, you can just burn through. The final phase, if you haven't done enough damage, you can just run away from him. He's quite slow. The biggest threat at the final phase is the snipers that spawn from the top areas. So while you're running away from him, all you need to really focus on is those top areas there. And just stay away from him. And it's that's the biggest threat. Yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps me out. Thanks.